Well, how about a road trip to help your Canadian neighbors on the East and the West Coast? That's right, a road trip to get involved in being some of the hard labor required to shovel out your neighbors and give a hug where it's needed most. Samaritan's Purse does exactly that with volunteers like you. They provide physical, emotional, and good old help to relief areas. Thank you very much for joining us, Brent. Tell us what people can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, we're working in New Brunswick, in the Fredericton area. We're set up. We're also we're waiting for the waters to recede in BC before we determine where we're going to respond in BC. But there's a lot of work on either end of the country, and really at the base of it is we're helping people who have been directly impacted by these floods. And if you can imagine your home being inundated by, in some cases, 6, 8 feet of water, and all of your lifetime worth of possessions have been contaminated by flood water, can't be saved, and it's just it's a paralyzing thing for folks who have to look at the prospect of removing all of this stuff. So that's where we come alongside families that right are at the front end of this thing.
Okay, so the volunteers that we want to help you recruit, people are going to go in there and it's heavy, hardcore cleanup with Samaritan's Purse. You're not just warm, fuzzy chaplains, although I love it that you do that also. Just tell people who are thinking, well, maybe I can go volunteer in BC or in New Brunswick on flood cleanup. What might people expect if they volunteer with Samaritan's Purse?
Well, first of all, Lorna, anybody can volunteer. If you can do a hard day's worth of gardening, you've got the physical capacity to come out and work. And really, we do everything from removing contents from homes, stripping out carpet, stripping out sheetrock. And when we leave a home, it is cleaned out, it is power washed, it's shop vacked, and it's sanitary. It's not rebuilt yet, but it's safe for the homeowner to go back into their home and begin the rebuild process. And along the way, they're able to share a word of cheer with a homeowner, encourage them, and let them know that they're not forgotten in this process.
And how do you get equipped to go? You pay your way, correct?
Exactly. So if you want to volunteer, all we ask is that you visit our website at samaritanspurse.ca. You get yourself to the site, and once you're there, we take care of you. So we'll take care of your accommodations, your food, and all of the safety equipment, training, and supervision you need to do a great job in the field.
And how long should a volunteer stay in that crisis zone to help with Samaritan's Purse?
Well, typically the ideal is about a week at a time, but certainly we can accommodate longer or shorter than that if that's what folks can give.
Okay. Well, Brent from Samaritan's Purse, we thank you so much for challenging Canadians to care. And we're so glad you're there. We saw the beautiful work you did when we covered High River, when we covered Calgary, and now Canadians, we've got to reach coast to coast. Let's do it through the good help of Samaritan's Purse. Get out there, grab a shovel, do some cleanup, give someone a good hug who's lost everything. And for our friends in British Columbia, we're praying for you as you get through that terrible flood season. For New Brunswick, as you work on this historic, worst ever in your history, cleanup. Thank God that there's places like Samaritan's Purse and programs like this. Let's reach coast to coast and give everyone a hug. Brent, thank you so much for joining us. Brent Davis, the Response Director with Samaritan's Purse Canada. And go to our website. You'll find the links on how you can get involved with either the Red Cross or with Samaritan's Purse. But let's all do a part of making this Canada the kind of caring nation that we know it can be in our spring flooding season. Let's not get tired of loving each other. That's what makes a great country. Well, for all of us at Context, thank you for joining us. I'm Lorna Dueck, and be sure to follow us on Twitter or Facebook and get involved with flood care coast to coast.